Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of the TryLine podcast. Oh, what a week of footy it was. It was a lot of close games there. I just want to say thanks to everyone that's listened so far. We've just gone on Spotify and Apple Podcast, and we actually had 2 listeners from New Zealand, so that was just mind-blowing. So if anyone's listening from New Zealand, hello, leave a comment, let us know who you are. I know we have a lot of males listening to this podcast, but so I thought I'd give something for the females, if there's any out there. How about we give our best looking bloke in the NRL? I'll start us off because there's only one guy who's the best looking in the NRL, and that is the lock for South Sydney, Cameron All Muscle Murray. That's my pick. What about you?
No, I'm going to have to agree with you. Disagree.
Disagree. Okay.
Yes, it's a hard no from me. Murray, yeah, he's all right. But he's not at the tippity top, mate. I'm going to have to give my best looking bloke, to Ryan Maddison.
Please.
He's a big body.
Please.
Oh, he's to die for.
No, he's the
If I was ever to turn, Ryan Maddison, coming after you.
All right, if he watches this, he knows now. Well, let's go to some of the big stories of the weekend. We'll start with the biting scandalous on Saturday. The Titans Kevin Proctor accused of biting Sean Johnson in the second half there. This incident's been referred straight to the judiciary, and the last one that was referred straight to the judiciary was actually James Graham in the 2012 grand final when he got done for biting. He got 12 weeks. Do you think Kevin Proctor will get suspended?
Yes, I do. Not for as long. It wasn't as bad as James Graham's bite. James Graham's bite was, not good. You could full on see him grabbing Billy Slater and, trying to take a chunk off of him.
Yeah.
With Kevin Proctor, I just think his arm just got caught where his mouth was, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I agree. Probably a few weeks. That's about it. Speaking of a few weeks, there's a lot of blokes this week that got injured, as there has been every week. I'm just going to run through, because the list is huge. I'll run through a couple. Brendan Elliott, season, ACL. You had Kieran Foran, Jake Turpin, Bailey Sirenen, Dale Copley also. He's out for the year. He had his pec. Jai Arrow, Luke Keary, who's a big out. He's back round 17. Lachlan Lamb, Mitch Orbison, Vunivalu for the Storm. He's out till round 20. And you have Jerome Hughes. I don't think it's too serious. I think he finished the game there. So what do you think about all these injuries? Every week we seem to get another one, another big one. What do you reckon?
Yeah, there's a few people or coaches. I think that the Roosters coach and the Storm coach, they're putting it down to the 6 again rule.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can really put all those injuries down to a rule change. But that's my take on it. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
There's a bit more fatigue in the game. Who knows? I think it could be due to not a proper preseason too since our return to the footy. So it could be anything. We'll have to see as time goes on. Speaking of Jerome Hughes, he had an unbelievable game on Thursday. That was a Thursday night game between the Storm and the Roosters. The Storm ended up winning that 24-6. I think it was the Storm's best game of the year, considering who they had out. Huge loss for the Roosters, but the Storm, just unbelievable. I think they're the benchmark in the competition now.
Yeah, I think they are as well. The Roosters did start off pretty well. Just the first couple sets, they were getting through. They were making a few meters. Then Morris kicked the ball dead.
Yeah.
And gave away a 7-tackle set. They gave away a penalty off that set, and Storm ended up scoring. After that, no stopping them.
Yeah, I agree. I think after they kicked the ball dead, I don't think they got the ball again in good ball for about half an hour. So it just shows how important 7-tackle sets are in the comp at the moment. So you got to hold the ball and you got to finish off well. On Friday, we had the Warriors and Panthers game. That was at Central Coast Stadium. Panthers ended up winning 18-12. I thought the Warriors were very, very good in this game. I thought they fought hard again. They tried hard. Probably a little bit of similar situation to the first game here. Maybe a little bit too much ball for the Panthers early. So, but I thought the Warriors outstanding again.
Yeah. The Warriors, for the amount of players that they've had missing over the year, with players going back over to New Zealand, I thought they played really well. But the Panthers, just too good for them. That makes it 9 wins in a row.
Well, they're flying. They'll probably end up taking the minor premiership. The other Friday night game was, I'm sure, your favourite game of the round. Dragons Eels out at Bankwest. I don't think the Eels have lost too many at Bankwest actually before this, so this is a pretty big win for the Dragons. The Dragons look so much better with Ben Hunt at hooker. I don't know why. I don't know why they ever went back the other way. Like, leave it there now. Ben Hunt's a hooker. Ben Hunt should stay at hooker. I think the Eels had a loss coming for a few weeks, and this is the one that picked them, eh?
Yeah, well, the bloody Dragons played a good game as much as the Eels played a bad game. That's my opinion anyway. The Eels should have lost their games to the Knights and the Sharks, so could see this coming from a little bit away. But on a positive note, King Gutho sets a new record for the most metres run, with 369 metres.
Well, I know that you had a little bit to say. I was with you actually on Friday night. I know you had a little bit to say about the refereeing. I know there's a couple of calls there that you didn't love. Maybe now you got your beer goggles off. You're not as angry about them, are you?
Yeah, on the night I was just a couple beers deep and just thought the whole world was against us. But in hindsight,
Maybe not.
got to give it to him. Got to give it to the Dragons. Sorry.
One of the other Saturday night games was at Net Strata. That was the Sharks and Titans. I thought the Titans looked really good until the Proctor incident. I think it was 12 all. They were looking all right. I thought Ash Taylor was having a really good game, but as soon as he got sent off, changed the whole game. What do you think?
Yeah, well, Kevin Proctor, first NRL player to be sent off for biting ever, and also the first ever Titans player to be sent off. But I think that really swung the tides, turned the tides, if you would.
Yeah.
The Titans did look good, but it was all downhill after that.
Yeah. It's a long way back with the 12 men down. I think there was still half an hour to go, so it was hard to get back there. The last Saturday night game, second last one. This is the Rabbitohs and Cowboys, 31-30. The Cowboys looked a lot better. Their defense was still not great. A bit of a seesawing affair, this one. Reynolds ended up kicking a field goal late and stealing it. Reynolds, one of the best field goal kickers in the comp. He had so much pressure from the inside and still managed to nail that one. He actually became the highest ever point scorer for the Rabbitohs from that game. So that's pretty big. Kyle Felt's goal kicking just ended up killing him in the end.
That's true. I thought the game was a lot closer than what I thought it was going to be before kickoff. But I mean, the Cowboys, they did well to hang in there. Kyle Felt, he kicked 3-7, so you're not going to win a game. Yeah, you're not going to win a game if you're kicking less than 50%.
Yeah,
especially against a quality side in the Bunnies.
Probably one of the tries of the round, that Hemiso Taifito try, the crossfield kick, and with that try, Hemiso Taifito, or if that's how you say his name, actually clocked the highest speed for any player in the NRL. So he was at 39 Ks. He overtook Josh Adokar. So pretty good. The last game on Saturday was the Broncos Raiders. Broncos started well in this one, but the Raiders come home way too strong, 36-8. Interesting stat here on the hooker for the Raiders, the backup hooker, Tom Starling. He has not missed a tackle in his last 100 tackles, and has only missed 3 tackles in his last 215 tackle attempts. So he's shoring up the middle of the field when he gets on there.
Yeah, well, definitely, considering their other hooker is a Gronk, Havili. Um,
Why? Why is he a grog?
oh, well, he's cost me about $600 over the weekend. But anyway, we won't get into that right now. Yeah, the Broncos actually led at halftime. They were looking good early, scored the first try, but the Raiders in the second half just too good for them. They put in 5 tries in 20 minutes there, so not good for the
Wow.
Broncos. And some bad news. Bad news for the Broncos. Payne Haas potentially could miss 3 weeks for a grade 2 dangerous contact.
Yeah, well, that's bad news for anyone that has anything to do with any fantasy leagues. That's bad news for them. We move on to Sunday, though. This one was at McDonald Jones Stadium. It was the Knights and the Seagulls, really close game, 26-24. The Knights end up coming from behind twice in this game, and it's their first back-to-back win since they've come back from the COVID break. So big win for the Knights.
Yeah, very big win. Manly played very well though.
Yep.
Played very well considering the players that they had out. They had the 2 front rowers out. No Marty Tapau, no Fanua Blake. But I mean, Brendan Elliott went down, torn ACL. So
Yeah, that hurts.
yeah, it does hurt. But they did well to keep it as close as it was.
Yeah, I think that's probably Des Hasler's biggest strength as a coach is his ability to get his team up. He just keeps finding a way. There's no way that Manly should be in some of these games that they're in, and last year as well. And he always has them up and ready to go. So I thought they played really well, but Knights too good in that one. Then we had the Sunday thriller out of Bank West. West Tigers 29, Bulldogs 28. The Bulldogs tried and tried and tried. Just couldn't get there. Probably a little bit too much class from the Tigers in the end.
Oh yeah, well, too good, too good. Tigers too good. It was a very tight game, back and forth. But it was a much needed win for the Tigers.
Yeah,
They keep just in reach of the top 8.
I
So
think
good for them.
I think they're in ninth still, so they love sitting in ninth. I think. um, all right, well we'll be back here on Thursday for our preview show. I think it was a great round of footy, a lot of close games, and I can't wait to talk to you again.
Well, actually, just a quick stat: 5 of the 8 games this week separated by a converted try or less.
See, there we
So
are.
there we go. But yeah, just before we go, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Also, give us a follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we're also on Twitter, so you can find us at TryLine YT.
All right, you heard it here first, guys. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you.